Alright there, ladies and gents, how's it going? I'm out on the tiny little bike today, my little CB100N, heading over to Riker's Cafe and just searching for 6th gear on this bike, which it doesn't have. But yeah, I'm out with a mate. He's got a Royal Enfield and he's just behind me. Yeah, I think he said it's the Continental. I might be wrong on that. I can't remember. He only told me like a few minutes ago. I'm just pretty rubbish at remembering stuff. But yeah, he's got a pretty little bike. He's recently had an injury which has stopped him riding, so this is pretty much his first ride since getting fixing-a-bobbed. So yeah, really glad to be able to go out for a spin with him. Now the weather's sort of nicer. It's a mixed pot. It's a pretty showery day today, but hopefully it will stay dry instead of soggy. I don't like getting soggy, especially not when I'm wearing my summer clothes. But yeah, just having a little spin, and because he wants to take it easy, he's got a duff elbow after smashing up on a bicycle. Silly fool, shouldn't ride bicycles, they're dangerous. So yeah, we're taking it easy today, although I am caning the tits off this to take it easy. But that's the joys of small bikes, is that you have to ride them quite hard just to get anywhere, which means I've got an involving ride rather than a plod on a bigger bike. And my Moto Guzzi V7 doesn't come out when there's any chance of getting wet, because it's not really that sort of a bike. I don't have it for that. And I've done a lot of miles on the Aprilia recently, so I thought it would be nice to get this little bugger out. And it's jolly nice, really nice. I love this little bike, it's brilliant.
Keep that bike, drop aside.
Although I love riding this bike, I definitely think the next time I get this bike out the garage, it shouldn't be to ride it. It should be to give it a little service. I think the place I got it from said it had been recently serviced before I bought it, but yeah, they're going to say that, aren't they? I don't doubt them particularly, but I also, for peace of mind, I'd rather give it a little bit of a freshen up with some oil, check the valve clearances and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, and get to know the bike with some spanners, because that's what having a bike like this is all about, really, isn't it? Means I can try and polish up the exhaust as well, because it's had a hard life since I got it. It's only really been out on rotten days, except for once. Not by choice necessarily, it's just the way the cookie crumbled. So yes, it will be nice to give it a little tidy up with the Autosol, as well as a little tune up with a little bit of a service and all that sort of stuff. Maybe I'll get it so it gets to 60 miles an hour easier. Well, I doubt it very much. It's actually the perfect bike for today, like I say, because Vic is still pretty broken, even though his doctor said he can ride. I don't think he's without pain or anything like that. So yeah, it's good that we're not feeling like I'm pressuring him to go faster than he wants to do. Not that you can on a Royal Enfield. It is a very good looking bike. I'm a fan of the Royal Enfields, to be honest. They're not on my shopping list particularly. I don't think they do something currently that would sort out anything that I haven't got already in a different package, like my Moto Guzzi or this sort of thing. So yeah, I do like them, but I don't want one. Although sometimes when I'm watching Saddlebag 73, I do sometimes get a little bit of envy for his chrome dome. Yeah, his bike is gorgeous. I love coming through here in the summer. It's really quite pretty with all the green trees and leaves and stuff like that. Oh gosh, get in the power band, but when it's been showering like it has, yeah, you've got to take it carefully under here, because the road is often wet and it's often covered in tree crap, leaves and sap and stuff like that. So yeah, you need to keep your wits around you, especially on the bike with such little contact patch with these diddy tyres this thing's got. But yeah, although I say this bike needs a little bit of a tune up and a little bit of TLC, it's riding great, it really is. I recently put a video up of a review of the bike as well, and although that's never going to get 1 million views like other motorcycle reviews do, because it's not a current motorcycle and not really one that anyone except for enthusiasts for the bike really care about, but I care about it. and the response I've got from that video, from those who've watched it, has been brilliant. So that's really good news that people have enjoyed that. And even my friends generally don't watch my YouTube stuff, although I have some very good friends who are very good at watching my videos. So thank you, friends. Thank you. But yeah, it's really nice that they've even commented on that video saying that it was nicely put together, and I really appreciate that feedback from both friends and viewers that are less friendly. You're all friends. I love people, motorcycles, bikes. I love bikes. But yeah, the bike's running great. It really is. It sits there quite happily at the moment at just over 8,000 RPM, and it feels quite strong at this point. The moment we get a hill, then it doesn't feel very strong at all. And the revs will drop, and so will the speed quite drastically, so you have to dance on the gear lever a little bit. Yeah, below 6,000 RPM, this thing just doesn't really have any go whatsoever, and yeah, you have to keep it revving a little bit just to keep the momentum going. So yeah, it's struggling, and then it hits 6,000 and it all just picks up nicely again. Not in the two-stroke realm of picking up like the old RDs used to, but it just picks up nicely for a little 100cc thing. I'm absolutely starving, so I'm very much looking forward to getting up to Rikers, get some noms inside me. I'm not sure what I'm going to have, but I'm thinking sit down inside if we're able to, and maybe have a fry up. I haven't actually got any food in the house at the moment, so I'll have my main meal for lunch. This thing, we're speeding! Speedy, look speedy! I bet Vic behind me is bored out of his brain. Oh, I mentioned that my Aprilia has a little bit of vibes in a previous video of my trip up to the Festival of Motorcycling, and it does. It has just a little tingle in the foot peg since I've taken the rubber inserts out, but nothing like this. This thing, oh man, it's like riding one of those stonebreaker things, jackhammers. When we get where we're going, I'll have a little walk round of Vic's bike. It's very nice. We could do with a little bit of auto sol, because the last time he rode it, he put it away and then he fell off his push bike and messed up his elbow straight afterwards, so he was in no way able to clean the bike off. So it's in good nick considering it's had a little bit of salt attack on it. But yeah, now he's on the mend. I guess he'll have to get the auto sol out and give it a good old shine. So far the skies are staying blue above us pretty much. Had a couple of splats of water on my visor when we were just leaving the house, but that's about it really, which is good. Hopefully all the way there and on the way back it will stay the same. Oh man, the vibes on this are a pain. By the way, any people that have CB100Ns and have got piles of bits for them sitting in the backs of their garage, if you happen to have a rack for one of these that's in good condition, I'd be really quite appreciative if you sold it to me. Please reach out. I was like, oh, it's really dark under here, but yeah, that's because I'm wearing my dark visor. I'm wearing my old Nishua helmet today, which hasn't got a peak on it, just because it's more road bike shaped. Yeah, and I keep forgetting just how dark the visor is on it. Right, so we're going to go left here, which is a bit rubbish, but we'll go back over the top of Box Hill, I think, rather than the way there. Makes more sense, seeing as this is where we are. Right, well that was a pleasant little spin. Well, buses are taking up the big part of the car park. Bastards.
I did put it down, didn't I?
So I've been worrying if I shut the garage door all the way here. Cool, that's good to know. Right, let's show the camera your motorcycle then.
Right.
So what is it, a Continental?
Yes.
Yes, Continental GT, 600, 650?
650 Continental, yeah. Royal Enfield's finest. Needs a bloody good clean.
It definitely needs a clean, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's a really good looking motorcycle. And nice proper spoked wheels and stuff as well.
Don't forget the puncture, just need the inner tube, not hold your tyre.
Well yeah, but you also need recovery to go and get the inner tube. But But no, it's nice, mate. It's nice.
Yes. A few little cosmetic changes I'm going to do to it.
Yep.
It's essentially going to stay the same bike. Next summer we'll have a chrome tank.
Awesome.
And next winter we'll have the black tank and a black racing nose cone on it.
Okie dokie.
So the winter.
So you have a winter and a summer setup.
Exactly, yeah.
I guess having the chrome tank in winter would be a bad idea, wouldn't it?
I mean, I haven't looked, yeah, for me especially. Lots of people have bobbed them quite hard, taking away the mudguard extenders.
Well, if you're using it through winter, you don't want to do that, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's
British design and made out of Mumbai.
proper pucker.
Yeah.
Awesome. Right, let's go get some food.
Good plan.
Have I got the keys? Yes, I've got the keys.
I'll tell you what though, if you've been on anything bigger, I'd have trouble keeping up.
All good?
Yeah, after you, sir.
Right, well that was a good bit of scran. Yeah, that was a good bit of scran, that. Got myself a Rikers breakfast, which definitely filled a hole. Cup of tea, and then a can of Coke as well. Treated myself to a can of Coke. What a life, eh? What a life. Yeah, we're heading back now, heading home, and we thought we'd go back the nice way as well. So we're going over the top of Box Hill here, which is quite pretty. A nice little ride up it as well, even if it's quite slow. You have to be quite slow on this road anyway, because yeah, it's pretty narrow, and it's got hairpins on it. But there's glorious views up here. It really is quite lovely. I really should at some point get my arse in gear and walk up the hill. Yeah, I really should get my arse in gear and go for a walk up on Box Hill. It's a really pretty place to wander around. It is quite a climb though, it is quite a climb. You get a sweat on because the places you can climb up it, the paths, they're all quite steep indeed. Well, I had hoped that we weren't going to catch the cars up. I thought I was going to be slow enough not to on this thing. But there's always a slower person, isn't there? The view from here is absolutely stunning. It really is beautiful. I very much love this part of the world. Awesome. Awesome stuff. Just going to pull over in this car park here, just so we can get a little photo of the two bikes. Get a thumbnail for this video. Do it in the sunny bit, I guess. Awesome. Cheers, mate.
Awesome. That view is outstanding.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get sick of that. It's a good place to stop for a photo op as well, but the moment you've lined up the bike to get the good view, then traffic comes along or people getting away. Yeah. Perfect. Well, that's the thumbnail sorted. Awesome one. Cheers, Vic. Well, this was quite a splendiferous ride, and it was awesome to meet up with Vic. I haven't seen him for ages and ages and ages. So yes, cheers Vic, thanks for coming along. It was brilliant to play motorcycles, and good to have a good little natter when we were over at Rikers too. Yeah, he's quite an interesting chap, does fencing and stuff like that, and currently having to learn how to left-handed fence because he's can't swing a sword with his right arm just yet. But it's on the mend, it's on the mend. Anyhow, that's just about it from me and the motorcycles and stuff for this video. So if you haven't done so already and you like this content, this sort of stuff, do click that subscribe button. And if you like the video, why not give it a big old thumbs up? And if you didn't, you can give it a little thumbs down, I don't mind. It's all called in the school, it don't matter at all. But whatever you do, please do drop in a comment. I very much love hearing from you. Anyhow, you ride safe, take care, and I shall catch you all in the next one. And bye-bye for now.
Keep that bar. Drop the sign down. You know, you gotta keep that bar. Rubber sign
down.